Okay guys, this is going to be the last video of this segment. I'm trying to keep them short. I was able to get the cutting blade down after I got the exploratory bit. It bound up about the same place, so I did not have it cleared out good with just pulling that little 2 inches of roots out, maybe even 2. It may have only been an inch, but once I got that bit with a cutting bit back to that same location, it blocked up. But now it had a hole punched through it, and it allowed me to cut through that, where prior to that, because it was completely stopped off, I couldn't get the cutting bit down it. It just kept backing up, pulled it back out, went with an exploratory bit, pulled it and punched a hole through it. Now the cutting bit is gone. We're gonna sit here and look and see the water's still flowing because I've got the kitchen sink running, cleaning my tools right now, which is great. And you can see the line has gone clear past this clean out. Before, I couldn't even get close to it. I was probably stopping right about this tree right here. Is probably where the blockage was. I could have come up in reverse, but I chose not to. I didn't want all that water rushing down all at once and then potentially coming up and splashing me whenever I did it. The final thing we need to talk about is cleanup. We need to carry, my recommendation is little Walmart sacks. Get a dozen of them with you. Keep them all the time. And don't leave all the little roots and toilet paper and everything else around. Pick them up, put them in a trash sack, take them to a convenience store, wherever. Take them to the supply house and throw them away. If they got an outside garbage can where you don't have to bring it in their house, that is possibly acceptable if it's not overflowing. Use common sense. People don't want you leaving roots and toilet paper and everything else around their house. We typically don't get paid unless you're charging it to do a deep cleaning, but we need to clean up what we can. Leave nice clean work areas. Again, don't rush these. Most of them will be done in under an hour. Some of them will take longer, but it takes longer to drive back, set your equipment up, than it does to do it right the first time. The biggest part of most of them is getting your equipment out, getting it set up, and then cleaning up. It's going to take a lot of your time. Flow water the whole time you're there. Verify it at the very end before you put your clean out caps on. I'm not going to stop this water until all my tools are put up, and then I'm going to verify again it's all flowing. When I put the caps on, then I'll shut the water off. The next segment, when I get some time, we'll go over how to bill these, how to look up the repairs in the flat rate. We're using CoolFront or now Field Edge mobile pricing. These are all in there. They have different difficulties, so you can charge correctly. They have it if you pull the toilet, an easy one. If it's a hard one, you need to use your judgment on if it's going to be an easy or a hard clean out. If it's outside, you're using this machine, it's going to be an easy clean out. This would be an easy one. If it's indoors in a basement and you got to use this, that's a difficult one. You've got to take more time to set up. You've got to take more time to get tarps out. You got to take more time to clean up. You got to sanitize. If you're doing that, if you're using a drum indoors and not pulling the toilet, it's typically an easy one. But if the drum machine doesn't get it, you're now looking at a difficult clean out, versus this is the easiest scenario possible. In all honesty, the clean out here, even running 3 passes, probably only took me 30-35 minutes. It's not a difficult process. The sectional machines are phenomenal for outdoors because one man can carry them. You don't need 2 men on a crew. The big old drum machines with thick, heavy cable like this, it takes 2 men to carry them every single time where you break your back. Again, we'll be going over some billing stuff in a future segment for this. Thank you.